Okay. Um, this is another video of me venting and expressing myself as in my brain is continuously being manipulated. So I'm gonna start with just the obvious introduction of I'm a target individual. Been making videos since July of 2020, and my videos have been just describing what's happening to me, hopefully educating to some, a lot of just testimonials of the different manipulations I've been experiencing. And it also has been a way for me to keep myself strong. As they try to break you down, gaslight you, and to make you accept this manipulation in whatever fashion. Making videos and expressing myself has been a way to be strong as my mind is manipulated, and as what you call perps, which are those trash around you whose job is to try to break you down and make you accept these things. It's their task, whatever ways. And the level of foulness target individual deal with is foulness that's is almost undescribable, because the people participating that think it's normal to be part of what they're part of. They're human trash and still think they're normal. I mean, talk about low life of the low lives. And it makes me see people in different ways, understanding that somebody might present themselves in a certain way, be presentable, be articulate, can be smart, but they can be the biggest trash than perhaps any somebody living in a sewer. It makes me see people for what they can be and the trashiness of what they are. I will never let this trash leave the fantasy. So for me, first of all, it's important to remember that this is a program led by the government. It's a governmental program led by these governmental entities, and they've been developing this technology since the 50s. What this purpose around you is supposed to paint this thing as is something that's damn near comical. And they use a lot of childlike trash out of touch with reality to participate in the disorientation of what's happening to you. I go wherever I go, and they all try to create the fantasized reality of what this is, when it's obvious what it is, and I put that in their faces all the time. I don't even allow them to escape into the bullshit, excuse my language, the stupidity of how they try to concoct this storyline of what this is about. As my body's breaking down, as my mind is pushed into insanity, I understand this is technology coming from the Department of Defense being implemented and applied onto me to experience that. And they're utilizing this trash of nobodies to participate in that. Now you can imagine these people, wherever walk of life they're in, feel very special, intoxicated by the fact that they can do that to somebody because they're involved in a program that does that to test subjects who are human beings. And me making videos makes me remember the reality of what this is about, not the bullshit stupidity that you every day try to be pushed into thinking that this is about, by clowns of all walk of life from all around the world. So that's why I make these videos. As a target individual, I deal with the V2K, synthetic telepathy, but also my body is being destroyed. My organs are destroyed. Let me just be less dramatic in that sense. They are damaging my internal organs using this technology that does that. They've been doing it in a slow process. For example, when I'm eating, digesting food seems to be a problem, so they're probably doing something to my stomach, to my organs there, my intestines, my bladder, my kidneys, my liver, and it's a slow process of them damaging it. So when they participate in doing that, live around here. Second of all, another thing they do to me, obviously they're damaging my internal body, my bones, my muscles, all of that, and just slowly fading, wasting away, because they're using this technology, which I'm a test subject to. then they're doing this manipulation of my mind, which we'll talk about the V2K and synthetic telepathy. At that point, my mind is being altered and manipulated. They're rewiring my brain in degrading ways, in disgusting ways, disturbing ways. And my thought process are completely hacked to make me think in ways they want me to think. Some of it is just damn near mentally retarded. These perps, this trash, participate in that. As I'm being manipulated this way, their job is to try to confuse me and disorient me and make me acceptive of these thoughts as if I'm not being manipulated, as if they are my thoughts, as if they're my experiences, when it's obviously not the case. Some of the perps are damn near mentally challenged children. They're just children. Some of them adults. But they all want you to see them in a way that you should see them as like they're not try to just gaslight you. It's damn near retarded children to even involved in that. With no shame. Then obviously there's the adults of all sorts, but people from all walks of life. What gets me about them is like, do you understand that it's embarrassing? I've been validated in fashion that's majestic, while you using stupidity to try to gaslight me into accepting these things. They really want me to look at them as credible because of some random stuff that makes almost no sense. For example, right now, there's like, they create internal mental battles, because they can create thought process. I know I'm clearly being manipulated the way they've manipulated others. Do you know how they want me to start accepting that they're not manipulating me in the way they've been manipulating others? This is when you know your brain is not fully, like, they are playing with your brain and play your sense of reason. I was in communication with somebody who I met on a dating app. She works in real estate in a different state of the country. She's definitely a perp, but she's thinking about moving to New York City. In that conversation, I knew she was a perp. A lot of the perps in the way they try to present the facade is so disgusting. It's one of the most disturbing. As a target individual, one thing is for sure, they're going to present a story. They're going to present the facade of what this is about. So for me, they try to present that there's some fierce avenging, and it's just the rage, and they're just so enraged, and it's just bullshit trash, because they're involved in a program that's torturing women and children. And the rage should come from me toward them, not the way other way around. I should have the rage for what they're involved in, for what they're doing to me, and for all who've been dying and suffering in this program. They're involved in that program, but they try to recreate that in a different fashion. Like, oh, it's their rage, the rage of people involved in the program that's killing women and children. It's so disgusting. They have no shame. It's like, you deserve to die for what you're involved in. So I'm going to let you live your delusional, trashy, this retarded rage that you're just creating because you enjoy what you're involved in. They're involved in a program where they can alter the mind. And that's, can you imagine how intoxicating it is for some of these retards? And they have no shame. They use childlike retards like 9. Excuse me for being comical like that, but that's the retard I hear popping their voices via V2K. And wherever I go, they try to be like, oh, now it's like, I know, like, if you know how the brain is being manipulated, you piece of shit. You think I don't know you're part of this whole thing? Excuse my language, but this is the emotions. Because I went out yesterday and I could hear all the, and I'll get to that point. So let me just get back to how even my logical sense is being manipulated, how my rationality, the way the reason is being manipulated by this trash. This trash who just intoxicated to involve in a program where they use human beings, even children, as test subjects. One of the things that they were making me think, to make me accept of this manipulation, like I said, I used to be, I was in communication with this person on a dating app that was based in a different state, and she is in real estate. we were communicating and everything else. She told me that she's thinking about moving to New York City, depending of how the business go with the real estate stuff. And I knew all along she was a perp. I was like, okay, yeah, we back and forth. It's like, yeah, when you come to the city, let's connect. I'm a man after all. I do like to be engaging with women. I'm a straight man. So even though I know they perps, I do enjoy that company of women. Perhaps that's truly my issue. That's me. Not the trashiness they put in my brain and just act like it's me. So I interact with this person located outside of the states. She's in real estate. We exchange numbers or something like that, and she says something about because of the tariffs, the real estate thing. I don't know if I can even move to New York and whatever, and because of that, it's gonna shift the whole thing. So now I'm like, okay, well, a lot of these perps, they say things I don't really believe in what they're saying because I know there's an agenda. I know she's a perp. It's like, okay, maybe you weren't even thinking about coming to New York. You just, maybe there's something behind this. You're probably just trying to interact with me for some purpose, and that's that. And I responded, okay, well, I didn't know how the tariff. I didn't know the tariff was going to impact the real estate, but it's okay. Well, and she's like, oh, no, it's going to be impactful. I was like, okay, like, is that true, or is that true that she's now coming here because of that, or is it because all along she was not even planning to come here and even interested in me, right? But I was like, I don't even know. I'm not in real estate. I don't even know how